What's good, Denver? It's Shelly Martinez, your host of Chopping It Up with Shelly at Hollywood Barbershop.
This is the barbershop. Barbershop. This is the barbershop. The place where a black man means.
Barbershop. I have some of Denver's best here in the house with us tonight. The RAREBYRD. What's up, RAREBYRD? It's a long time coming, huh?
Oh yeah.
I mean, we chop it up with Shelly on a regular.
Like once a month.
You know what I'm saying?
Once a month we do this.
How long you guys been coming?
7 years.
7 years.
That's crazy. Time.
Yeah. Look how good my hair looks.
Yep. And you know what?
Even my wrinkles, it looks better. My gray.
The story about, especially like when it comes to learning about something new, I always bring you up because when we first met, you know, you were like, well, I'm new to this. I was like a hairstylist for like doing all different other types of hair, but not doing fades and not doing like textured hair. You know what I mean? And I bring that up to a lot of people, not just in hair.
That's why we actually came here.
Yeah, you know, because you were able to do all people's hairs, all types of textures and styles, and you know what I mean. And you're like, adaptability to learn, like you're wanting to learn, and like the stories, like I swept up for a year and just watched people, these men do fades before you like
and
took it upon
doing
yourself.
Fades is hard. We know that because we both need fades. So
you know, I've been growing out my auntie fro. You know what I'm saying? But I'm coming to you. Don't worry. You know, I've been growing out my auntie fro.
I love it.
You know.
Yeah. So let's talk about you guys. What where did you guys come together as far as like your group?
Okay, well. We first met at a surfacing tit wrench. So it's like this, music,
fan-powered
festival.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's just like all the weirdos in town, and we could just like be weird and do our thing and our thing.
So you guys met, you like, how did
we
that
met
happen?
and we actually, it's on video.
Okay.
Believe it or not. Yeah.
Gotta export that for that computer.
Oh yeah, and I also have it on a data chip.
Facts.
That's true. But we met in the alley of Syntax, which now is Roxy.
Yes, yeah.
And we were there, and it was like, I was like setting up my camera, because I just had gotten a new GoPro, and I had a show with my friend Mikey, and I was just, they called me up, say, you want to do a show? And I was like, not doing solo stuff at the time, but I was really working hard, and I put my stuff on SoundCloud, and Corinne was back over in the corner rapping in the alley, and you know, she stepped up and she goes, and I said, you want to dance?
What's up?
And then it was
a stoner love story. And then, you know, I had a killer set that night. Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
I had a killer set that night. Yeah, that set was really good. It was just me coming out of a old cocoon, you know, like just me putting my wings out on the table and just being like, I do dope music, and I've been working my ass off doing it. And I had my friend Olivia Perez, who also goes by Pearls and Perils, and I had her doing my backups for me that night.
Okay.
And then Mikey doing my percussion, and I had a great show. And afterwards, we helped our friend get her harp in the car, and then we exchanged numbers. And I said, well, I'm free all summer, so you want to record music because I had a mobile studio.
Yeah, this was and it's funny because we didn't actually get together till the fall. So like we met in the summer, but we didn't get together till the fall. And that's just how it happens when you meet people. You know what I mean? Like you just allow the timing to align when it aligns. You know.
And then Law called me, and she was living in an apartment, and I just would show up with my music equipment, and I showed her how I make beats, and I showed her how I record, and it's been a love story ever since.
That's crazy. And so, you know, since you guys have been coming here to Hollywood to get your hair done with me, you guys have had show after show after show.
Yeah.
And then you even went to Europe, is that right?
Yeah, we went to Sweden.
Tell me about that.
That was with Tit Wrench as well.
Yeah, that was wild.
It was fun.
It was their second satellite event, so they went. I believe they went there before.
Mm-hmm.
So this was the second time, and it was a wonderful experience because I mean, it was wonderful that we even just got to experience it, and I'm like super like grateful every time I think about it because the whole like community, like the music community, just like the art community, really pulled in and literally paid for our entire trip. And I hadn't had a passport before that, so this was like around my birthday when we got the notice that they wanted us. Well, what happened was I got a passport, and like almost a day or two after, they were like, "Do you guys want to perform?" You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't have
and we're
that.
like, whoa.
So it like serendipitously like so just like it wasn't a coincidence. You know what I mean? At least that's not how I think about it. It was just like it's like you gotta sometimes think of like protocol. So it was just like a matter of, you know, universal or godly, you know, protocol that like, okay, if you get, you know, whoever was speaking to me was like, if you get this passport, it's going to open up an opportunity for you to extend. So this was an opportunity, and literally boom, and then the community came together, pulled our funds, you know, thanks to Vaco, Before Horses, you know, he really,
and everyone who donated,
and everyone else who donated, I mean, and Olivia for also pulling together that fundraiser, just like they were just like, you know, key points, and like everyone who donated are still very much a part of our lives and our journeys. So like, if it wasn't for them, we would have never been able to go, and the trip there was bananas.
Yeah, we went into this dude's studio, Måns Glasser. He's a Swedish Grammy Award-winning artist. Like, yeah, he just put us on the synthesizer. We had some opportunities there. We recorded the entire event. This is another
the festival.
The entire festival. 18 bands. Corinne and I recorded.
It.
Yeah,
wow. and put it out.
Wow. So we had a lot of data.
Random data in a computer. This is in the world.
Yeah, we had went through, and well, we had one out on the board and one mic in the room because it was this really cool room that was like all padded with this like soft like dance basketball like rubbery but soft.
It was softer. Yeah,
it was so cool. Like the sound in there was so cool. It wasn't like reverberation.
In Europe, they take their artists like 100%. I'm just gonna say 100% more seriously than American artists do, and they consider the fact that like this is a real thing that people are doing. Like art, you need art. You can't sit. How the hell you're sitting here doing the job to music? Mm-hmm. How did that artist get there? Mm-hmm. They didn't just like they didn't just like appear into that. It took, you know, whatever. But like there are people who worked like hard every single day, cried every single day, you know, and they finally got to a point. It's like 20 years later they finally got results. You know what I mean? You got people that are out there like that. It took them 15 years of just writing someone else's songs before they finally got a record of themselves or got a career of their own. You know what I mean? There's people that are like dedicated to the craft. And, you know, the way that this country does creatives and does artists and people of expression as a whole is saddening. To say the least. I mean, there's so many words you could use, but it's just like truly heartbreaking. However, in Europe, you look at it at the possibilities because it's a DIY space, so it's like, you know, just like where weirdos go to play music, you know what I mean? But they take it seriously because they understand that like people need to go and express themselves, and you know, the art that the Swedes and the Europeans and just people out there in general is beautiful, you know what I mean? It's out of the quote unquote norm, but it's in frequency, if that makes sense.
Hey, remember Club Mate?
And Club Mate, how can we ever forget? So it's like this bubbly tea.
It's a mate, but it has club soda in it.
Yeah, and it's
that's instead of alcohol, they were serving us those at the DIY, and we were all like at the because it was like hype. It was hype juice.
Oh wow.
Yeah, we were. It was no alcohol in it. It was just basically mate. Mm-hmm. It was mate with club soda. Mate. So we were like, and we were partying with that. But we recorded the whole thing.
And
it was cool, and we put it out.
Yep.
Under Tit Wrench, and we should put it out under RAREBYRDs. We have so much music to put out.
Why are you keeping it to yourself?
We're not. You don't understand. It's overwhelming. We are very prolific, and we need artwork.
We're the
two
on the team.
We're the two on the team, and we gather everyone. We gather our percussionists. We gather the art. We are mixing, mastering, MCs, rappers. We're singers. You know. a vocalist. We write our own songs. We produce other people. We make beats for other people. You know, we do live shows. We, you know, like in that time, even though we're always in production, like we are, you know, we're always in production. Plus all the stuff we collab with people with, which has been very fruitful. We collab with Machu Linnea, who we've done some really incredible videos with, and we've done some incredible videos with some people that were like just wow. And yeah, and we've shot our own videos. We edit our own videos. We're in middle of editing a video right now. It just takes time. We're all busy. We have our lives, but like making the amount of artwork that we need to give you the data is very overwhelming. Yeah. We have hundreds of songs. Literally. Hundreds.
Wow. And not all of them are going to make the cut.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. It's like
you have to go through it.
You have to go through it, and you have to determine like, okay,
mastering.
Is this worth it? Mastering, what's worth mastering, and like, are we gonna make new songs? We're just like, we're constantly developing, and sometimes you have to like understand that those songs were good like at the time. You know what I mean? They're still bangers, like, and they're still timeless. But you can hear, you're like, okay, I can hear my growth, and I can hear, and like that. Sometimes that's just for you. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And again, it's like, so it's a, you know, it's a nuance, it's a duality for sure, because it's like on one hand, you know, you have to go through it, consider like, you know what, this song is a banger. I'm gonna go get it mastered. And it's like 5 years old.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then sometimes that same 5-year-old song is like, you know,
some songs are only live songs.
Some songs are only live songs.
And also we do like live beat sets. So not only do we have our songs that we make, like, you know, or have had and used for live sets, for putting out, for you know, putting on, you know, we have a gap in our like what we're great at, right? Like our gap is marketing and promotion. Like we're really have a huge gap in that, which is okay, and we learn it. But yet we don't have to book our own shows. People always call us to book shows. We've played art museums. We don't really play bars. Mm-hmm. So there's like another level to us too. Like we could play underground. Like we're gonna play a techno set on November 11th.
I'm so stoked.
We're gonna play like a beat set, and it's gonna be like old school techno, kind of like we're gonna we're gonna go there, you know, and that will be a whole hour. Mm-hmm. You know.
What genre or what kind of music are you making?
We call it intended blur. We also call it digital jazz.
Okay.
We call it, you know, we also rap. We make hip hop, sexy.
Oh, hell no.
Wicka.
Hell no. I'm like Vince Staples with the freestyle, and I'm like, don't put on no beat. We finna fuck that song up.
We're gonna be.
You
know, fuck that song up.
We'll go.
That's the thing, my thing, you know. With freestyling is like, okay, I'm just gonna say this with the freestyling. It's like, I think it's fun.
You guys wrote a song.
I think it's fun.
No booth hopping.
Booth hopping.
Oh yeah, that one. Remember?
No booth hopping.
What?
Why you step to me if you ain't?
Oh,
remember that one? No, let me do it for you. Okay. It goes a little something like this.
Okay.
Why you step to me if you ain't heard the news? Whoa. I'm the baddest barber in this piece, but you ain't heard the news. I'm gonna cut you better than any other barber you going to, because all these other dudes smell like ramen noodles.
Wow.
Use a chair hopping fool. That's why I don't fuck with you. Whoa. My face will have the bitches swarming you. That's all I got.
Yeah. That's all you got.
She said you're gonna smell like soda.
What was that one rapper I used to love? He just keep going, just repeat the same one. You could do that one again.
Wow.
Or
she know I got a bad for YouTube beats.
That's what we're gonna do right
now. Alright. Oh, with the bear and the crown. Like, I'm dead. The cover art.
Coming to the barbershop on this podcast.
Whoa.
Shelly said, hey, chop it up with me real fast.
Okay. Real fast, big light. Came in a car, didn't come on a bike.
I want my mic. It's in the mail.
It's on
in the FedEx.
Cherry wood mic. I think the other mic is white. It's coming off FedEx.
No.
Had to come on time.
Gotta have a couple rhymes.
Have a couple dimes.
Will you be on time?
15 minutes late.
Had to make a bitch wait.
Whoa. You was the first. Little bit of CP.
Just a little bit of CP.
Cause we was on the CP.
Right away.
Had time to PP.
Y'all come to see me.
Shelly did it.
Shelly did it.
Huh? You can hashtag that.
Shelly did it.
Did it.
What?
Shelly did it.
Shelly did it.
Chopping up.
Shelly did
Chop
it.
it up with Shelly. Shelly did it.
Chop,
I'm dead. She got me with the YouTube beats.
Dude,
I got the YouTube beats.
I got it
You
bad
can't-
for the
you-
YouTube. I saw you pulling it up
You know,
too
I'm
on
kinda good at
mischievous.
this. You might want to put me on. I'm kind of good at this.
No, we gonna put you
Yeah.
on. I mean, you
Yeah.
because why you booth hopping? Because remember it was a booth in the microphone booth and the booth.
Yeah, there were some new bars in there.
Yeah, there were some new bars in there.
I like you was
I
writing
mean,
it, and then you memorized it. I'm all about it.
Yeah.
No, I want to hear it.
Remember when we used to rap on that one song? What was it?
Oh my god.
Crystalline.
Oh, Holly Buds.
See, another 2 hits. I realize
I had to prophesy.
these two would be forever. That's all.
And everyone would hate us.
Had to socialize.
I gotta memorialize.
Fuck, what else are we
Oh shit!
I had to look at you with these eyes.
Oh. Damn.
We used to get it.
Oh, you
But
still
you know,
getting
hey,
it?
the magic and the creativity comes
They
from the
telling
shit.
hella lies.
It's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah, you meet so many people. I mean, I just think I have this idea.
Okay.
Gotta synchronize.
This is my vision of how I want to build Shelly.
She gonna bring supplies.
Yes, I am. I
Okay,
am.
okay.
So I want to do the movie with the madam, right?
Uh-huh.
So I want to be the madam, and
Wanna be.
No, that's right. Good point. Thank
I like how you crystallize.
Do you know what it symbolizes?
you. No, but okay. So this is the character I want.
I need
Shelly.
a burger with some fries.
Oh.
This is the character I actually want Shelly to be because she is this character.
Not small, but large size.
They're gonna go hard on that. They're never gonna stop. Once you guys start,
Is
it's
it,
okay.
There's no surprise.
No, but I want her to be the bigger than the madam, bigger than the Vladdy. I want the Shelly to be like the ultimate spy. So I have the madam house with all the girls and all the things and take care of business or whatever. But all the girls come in here and get their hair did, but they don't know me and Shelly in cahoots. Making
You know what
the
I
money on
want
the
to tell
side.
you guys that's really important is that I put my combs and barb aside.
Oh, I was waiting for it. So
She give cuts that kills. That's homicide.
That's
if
it.
you don't know,
That's the
she's
rap right
sanitized.
there. Sanitize.
Sanitized. Yeah. Yeah.
I got my. See, I always come in with just one.
So where do we see RAREBYRDs going here? But let's say at the end of the year, I know it's just a few months away, but you guys have some gigs. You said you have one
Yeah.
specifically in November.
We just got new gear, so we're gonna be playing out a lot again. And we're just gonna.
What are you going to be doing around Christmas time?
Wow. Might be hanging lights.
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit. I'm dead.
Definitely gonna.
This is the joke that this is a joke that never ends.
Never. I
It's a
could
long
do.
joke.
I love this joke. It's so good, really.
It is hilarious.
Really. Just we've been on stage and cooking food at the same time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we like to make sure people are eating. They're moving
Hydrated.
moving their
Are
bodies.
comfortable, like
You frying up onions, you're like, they need to caramelize. Hey, I think it's really important for you guys to visualize.
oh. Not one but two eyes. You know.
Because
Inshallah
I love-
that you have both.
Yeah. Because I love you guys.
Shelly's
wanna-
got me fried.
I want to see you rise and nationalize. That's what's up.
Yeah.
Shit. So I mean, but that's good that you guys are so versatile with the uniqueness.
Oh, yeah.
Not only uniqueness, your skill set, your creative, abilities, things like that.
Yeah.
So that's cool. I mean,
And I mean, really, our live show is just.
I just want to keep rapping.
I can hear it in you, and
I
I'm
want
just
you
like,
to keep rapping. It's my life.
can
I
hear it.
love it.
You don't know the kind
Hey.
of frequency I'm getting right.
Watch Seinfeld.
Oh,
What's that?
Oh, we have an instrument that makes that sound.
Oh my! I've been listening to that all day today.
oh,
Chaos-olator, that
it makes
bass line?
It does. It makes the bone, He wrote.
Well, tell me where we can find you guys on social media.
Okay. On Instagram, Rare Flight Official, right? And on Spotify, RAREBYRD, $, all one word. Bandcamp, the same.
RAREBYRD.
RAREBYRD with the $.
And the Y and the birds.
YouTube, RAREBYRD with the $. Also, that's where you can find us.
That's right. You guys get at them. Check out their situation.
Wait. Shelly got me to
You won't be
freestyle.
disappointed.
She did.
It
I
wasn't
threw a
going to
couple
be
of-
hard. I was playing like it, but I was like, I know I'm going to get caught. Because I realized.
That was every haircut for like 9 months.
Because we're going for the prize. You know?
I love it. I can't tell you how much I love it. It's so
Me
stupid.
too.
Good anyway. Shelly did it, man.
Shelly did it.
Chopping it up with Shelly.
Chopping it with Shelly.
Well,
Shelly
Denver,
did it.
Denver, we'll check you out next time. Thanks for stopping by again. RAREBYRD in the house tonight at All Things Barbershop. See you, Denver.